Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Sir McCook. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you about my personal beliefs and how they changed on high school cliques. So going into freshman year, I was a football player. I was captain of the football team, quarterback, and I dated a cheerleader. Stereotypical football player. And I just know that because throughout our whole childhood, we are raised and brought up to believe that, there's so many different cliques and you only belong to one in high school. You're either a cheerleader, popular kid, football player, basketball player, lame kid, nerd, burnout, everything that goes into it like that. And so I get into high school and I think just that. Football player, hang out with all my football buds, hang out with my girlfriend. But I start seeing in my classes that are pre-AP classes, and I thought, I'm unique. I'm a football player who's in pre-AP classes. So I get into a lot of them, and there's a lot of athletes in there, and I'm just like, okay, maybe there aren't just nerds at our school. Maybe the nerds are the football players or the basketball players or the cheerleaders. And so I start making friends in those classes just because, you're forced to. You get partnered with people and everything like that. I meet these kids from other schools because middle schools converge into one high school. At ours, it was 3, Daly, Ojeda, and Doe Valley. But it still wasn't obvious to me just because I was that kid who had, the football, stereotypical high school life. But I moved into that, and starting my sophomore year, I see people don't care unless football season is actually happening. Once football season's over, people don't care about you as a football player. They care what your grades are. They care who you hang out with at lunch. And, being a football player after the athletic period is whenever we would go to lunch. So we would all get dressed different times and everything like that. So it's not like we would sit together. You would sit with your actual friends. And a lot of the people who I sat with were not football players. They were just friends from class, everything like that. Fast forward to the start of my junior year, and I see everything completely different. My older brother's gone. He's not there to guide me through everything. So I went from hanging out with the older, cooler kids and everything like that to being one of the older, cooler kids. And it made me realize that I'm not hanging out with the same people I was freshman year. I am not the same person I was freshman year, and I don't belong to just football player as a classification. I am a smart kid who makes friends any and everywheres, play football, and that's just a half of it. My girlfriend, who is still my girlfriend today, was a culinary person. I met her through mutual friends. Who would have thought of that? My best friend, who sits with us at lunch, was a football player, but we've known each other since before we started playing football, so that's beside the fact. We had some smart kids at our table that did work at lunch. We had the gossip girls at lunch, and it was just us. That was our lunch table. It was a variety of everything, and there was a little bit of everything in all of us. I was in those AP classes by this time, so sometimes I would have to do my work at lunch. Sometimes I would have to sit there and ignore everybody and do my work. But that's just what had to be done. Football was not 24/7, 365. No, it was 24/7 for maybe 10 weeks a year. And I figured that out quick. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my life right now. My girlfriend was the culinary girl. My best friend / brother is a football player, but I've known him since we were 6. His mom gave me my first car, everything like that. And my other best friend, who I've barely met this year, his name is Alejandro. He's from Louisiana. And it just shows, how different people can be, and you don't have to belong to just one type of people. You can belong to 50, but be just the one person you are. And that's everybody, and that's everything. It doesn't matter who you are or what you come from, just where you are now and who you choose to be. That's what I took from that. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you learned something. If not, I definitely did, and I am thankful for that.